Yo, what's good, y'all? Today we're gonna be talking about Mallorca versus Barcelona, bro. We got a lot to talk about. This game, it's gonna be easy for us. I'll be honest. I think we're gonna win like 4-0. But before we get into all the predictions and everything, just make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, bro. We're gonna be here consistently all throughout 2026, World Cup, Champions League, start of next season. We're gonna be here, match previews, match reviews, other videos. You know, I got a lot of stuff planned. But before we get into all that, I want to talk about my energy from last video, because I feel like last video I was a little low energy. I don't know. But I think the method now to making YouTube videos, and I think I'm gonna be doing this from now on, is, bro, taking naps before filming. Like, it actually makes me so much energized. And I just had some grapes, so like hopefully that helps me get my sugar up. But all right, enough talking about the grapes. Let's get into the nitty gritty, bro, because what we truly got is Mallorca versus Barcelona. And to be honest, bro, I'm not scared of these guys at all, bro. If we take a look at our last head-to-head games, bro, these guys have 0 wins against them. Yeah, bro. It's raps. I think they're in, like, bro, what position are they on the league table, bro? Hold on, let's take a look. Bro, 14th. Yeah, bro. Barcelona, I swear, if we don't win, bro, nah. You know what? We're gonna win. I got Lamine being man of the match again. I'm not even sure if he's gonna play. I want him to get rest, bro, because I do not want him to get injured. Against teams like Mallorca, I feel like we should be resting Lamine Yamal, bro. We don't need him to play week in and week out. You know, I think. To be honest, we don't really got a heavy schedule coming up, thanks to us making the top 8 in the Champions League. And Madrid didn't, but that's just like, it's just stuff that big teams do, you know? Like, all the big teams make top 8 and the small teams struggle. But anyways, yeah, bro. I mean, we got some. Do we have another Copa del Rey match? I think we do got another, like, Copa del Rey first leg in a couple weeks. But dude, I think as far as I'm concerned, right now for this month, like, we should be good, bro. Like, we should be resting players, making sure that they're good, you know, their health is good. And yeah, actually taking a look at the team of the week right now, it's kind of sticking out to me that a certain turtle is not in the team of the week. You know, that's interesting. You know, a lot of people are saying he's the best player in the world, but he can't even make team of the week. All right, come on, bro. There's levels, bro. There's genuine levels. No, I'm kidding. I'm actually so shameless, bro. Okay, now let's take a look. Let's take a look at this game, bro, because there is one person that kind of does scare me. Perhaps he could do something crazy, but Muriqi, bro, this guy's been going crazy, bro. He's Mallorca's top scorer. You know, he has a rating on FootMob of 7.33. But to be honest, FootMob sometimes, like, it's not always the most accurate thing. But you know what? He's doing pretty well for himself. He's had 21 matches played and he's had 15 goals. Only Ferran is pretty much close to him in terms of, like, goal scoring. And on our team, dude, Ferran could be having like 20 plus goals if he just finishes all the chances that Lamine and other teammates put on his plate. But we're not gonna get too much into that. You know, I do believe that confidence in a player is the most important thing, especially at a high level. So, you know, I think the fans coming. Wait, pause.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
I think the fans, like, trying to get, or like criticizing Ferran like too much, or like hating on him, because I know there's a lot of fans that really just don't like him. They want him to leave. I think that is kind of hurtful. But you know what? Sometimes you do gotta criticize the players because they're just not playing up to par. So, you know, I think Ferran just needs to get his act together, because sometimes I feel like this guy only scores like the hard chances, and the easy tap-ins he'd be missing. But you know, there's a lot of players like that. That's how Darwin Nunez was when he played for Liverpool. You know, the easy chances he would miss, and then he would score like some random screamer all of a sudden, or like perform in big matches. That's just how these players are. But it is what it is, bro. In the summer, I do hope we get like an elite striker, bro. Dude, like, my dream transfer would be Erling Haaland, but I just know that would never happen, bro. I'll be honest. But imagine Lamine and Erling Haaland on the same team, bro. Yeah, wrap it up, bro. Just give us La Liga. Just give us the trouble, bro. At that point, I mean, who's gonna stop us, bro? Genuinely. But if we take a look at the insights, dude, all of these stats are pretty much just Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal has been involved in 33 goals in his last 37 appearances for Barcelona. And I mean, bro, yeah, just let's take a look at this guy's profile, bro. He's 18 years old. You know, I don't really think I need to glaze him any more than I already do in my videos. But you know what? Just because I rate this guy so highly, bro, he's genuinely a generational talent. I'm gonna be glazing him. This guy is just insane, bro. I think what makes him stand out the most is genuinely his IQ, bro. I don't think I've seen a young player like this ever have an IQ this high, bro. Like, especially this early on into his career. I just can't wait to see how he develops, bro. But yeah, dude, this guy's insane. And then we take a look at other players like, oh shoot, I had to burp, bro. Dude, This is gonna be a common thing. And my other match preview, I was burping too, bro. I'm just a burpy person. I don't know why. But anyways, take a look at the other insights of this game. Barcelona has scored 16 in the last 5 matches, bro. I mean, dude, we already know this Barcelona squad is a goal scoring machine, bro. There's not much else to say about that, bro. This is just how the team plays. It's very offensive. The defense sometimes, it costs us defensively, but that's the type of football I like watching, so I'm not complaining too much. A lot of people complain about the defense, but I'm not going to be complaining about the defense just as long as we keep scoring goals and making those opportunities. And if we have somebody like Lamine Yamal up top, we're always going to have opportunities created because he's just that good. Let's talk about Rashford, bro, because Rashford is somebody that I feel like is very like controversial, not controversial, but he's very split. A lot of people think we should keep him and a lot of people think we shouldn't. In my opinion, I think I'm pretty sure his loan offer, or like for us to keep him, we'd have to spend 30 million. I don't know if we're gonna find another 30 million signing that produces this much GA. I mean, dude, just look at this guy, bro. Not only is he a tall, like offensive player, which is good. I like when offensive players are tall, have a physicality and stuff. He's had 4 goals in La Liga, 6 assists. I mean, he started in only 12, so I mean that's a pretty good ratio right there. It's like 10 GA in 12 starts, 20 matches. Dude, honestly, just for the free kicks, this guy he might have to stay, bro. And I know a lot of people don't necessarily like that, but in terms of like value, I think we should keep him. But the season's not over yet, because he could like fumble a bunch of opportunities, in the next coming games and cost us. So, the season is we're still like barely halfway, maybe a little bit past halfway for the season. So there's still a lot of time for him to prove himself, to be valuable for this team. But right now, as it stands, I would keep him. And then let's talk about Fermin Lopez, bro. Last performance against Albacete, I think when he came on, he was very strong. I liked when he came on. He was very creative. He made a couple dribbles, couldn't finish a chance, or no, he created a chance for Dani Olmo. So his output has been very good this season. Honestly, the three of my favorite players on Barcelona right now currently playing, because Pedri's out injured. In this squad is Lamine Yamal, Fermin, and honestly, bro, I see the potential in Dani Olmo, bro, but sometimes this guy makes it hard for me to root for him. But dude, those 3, I see the potential long run for Dani Olmo, Fermin, and Lamine Yamal have been my favorite players, because I just think they're very creative, especially Dani Olmo. When he's not under so much pressure, he can find those passes, and we've been seeing him find Lamine constantly in the past couple of games. So I just hope those 2 can keep working together. Obviously, they play in the same national team. They kind of have that chemistry working. So that's what I really like about Dani Olmo. Oh my gosh, he's 84 million on the transfer value. Yeah, Fermin shot up this season, bro. There's something that I like about players that just, they don't care where it's from. If they see an angle, they're gonna take that shot, and that's what players like Fermin Lopez and Rafinha offer to us. So I feel like Lamine Yamal needs to still unlock that, but as long as he keeps developing, he'll find other traits to kind of cover that. As it stands, dude, Rafinha and Fermin are like the 2 players I think in our squad that will just take a shot no matter what foot is on, and I love those type of players, because you never know what happens. It deflects off the goalkeeper, Lewandowski's there to make a tap in, and what you got another goal. So this team is all about output, fast pace, counters, build up, link up play in the final third. That's why I love this team, bro. This team is insane. Defensively, I think this is how I would line up as well. Maybe like replace Gerard Martin, or I would say, man, I don't know, dude, because I feel like these players also need to get some rest. But hey, man, that's what they're here for. They're here to play. So if obviously the goalkeeper, I would keep John Garcia, but yeah, I think this is a pretty good starting lineup, and in my opinion, this is probably what I would go for, especially because Rafinha's still injured, so he's gonna be out. But yeah, bro, I'm just excited for this game. I don't want to make this video too long. I think we've already reached the 12-minute mark, but Mallorca, I don't see us losing, bro. I think it's gonna be a pretty easy game. If we do lose, though, that obviously means that Real Madrid will have the opportunity to overtake us if they win against Valencia, which they probably will, because they beat them, I think, like 4-0 last time they yeah, okay, so they have 6 wins against against Real Madrid, against their 19 wins against them. And the last time they played was in November, and they won 4-0. Yeah, I don't honestly see. Wait, is it home or away? Because that might be. I think it's away, right, for Real Madrid. Yeah, it's at Valencia Stadium. So hey, man, you never know what happens in those away games, especially with the smaller teams in the league. You know, what place is Valencia? 16th. Yeah, Real Madrid should be able to take care of that. But hey, away, anything can happen, bro. But I think that's gonna be it from me, bro. Honestly, I'm pretty confident with La Liga. The Champions League is like the only tournament, and I'm also confident with the Copa del Rey. But the Champions League is the only tournament that, dude, at any point, like, things could just go wrong. I mean, we've seen it in the past, but for now, I'm honestly feeling a lot more confident for the Champions League than I know a lot of Barcelona fans are, because a lot of Barcelona fans are thinking about last year and they think we played better last year. But honestly, I think we're playing better this year, bro. I don't know why people think we're playing worse, even though we're conceding less, and I'm pretty sure we're scoring more. I think we're scoring more. Don't quote me on that, but yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna take off because this is already 14 minutes, and I'll chop it up and edit it. I'll edit it, and then tomorrow I'll post it early in the morning so you guys could get that match review or preview and see what my thoughts, theories, and opinions are. Not theories, but predictions and opinions are about the game. So yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think the quality is gonna be a lot higher this time because I actually figured out how to, you know, record higher quality videos now. Hopefully I'll be able to upload it quick, and stay tuned for my match review. I'm gonna be posting it as soon as the game ends. I'm gonna be recording my live reaction. Everything's gonna go smoothly. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and take care and peace.